We go from the roundhouse to your house. As promised, state lawmakers are talking about public safety.
And leaders say they are making several initiatives a priority early on in the session. So time to check in with Griffin Rushton live from the roundhouse for us. First and foremost, Griffin, how are you holding up out there?
Well, let me tell you, it's been a busy 3 weeks so far, and it's only going to get busier as those public safety bills move closer to the finish line. Legislative leaders in both the House and the Senate promised to get through those big public safety bills in the first 30 days of this session, and so far, it seems they're sticking to their word. The House Judiciary Committee took the second pass on a massive criminal competency reform bill today. It's a bill that we've been following since last summer, really. Now, the goal here is to give the courts more options when dealing with suspects who have mental illnesses or behavioral health conditions. Right now, a lot of them are simply released back on the streets only to be arrested again and again. And this bill would allow the courts to direct some of those suspects into mandatory treatment programs, among other restoration options. One state lawmaker shared a personal story today about how this approach already benefited her family.
She said one of several things that we address in this bill. One of which is when he's restored to competency, just restoration alone, he goes to trial, he goes to jail, and he comes back worse than he was before. However, when he gets treatment, she said he's back to being my little boy. And to me, that actually is the big win in this bill in particular.
Yeah, the bill's sponsors made several changes to this proposal today, and the committee debate was actually quite productive, but the committee eventually decided not to vote on this bill today, revealing that there's plans to roll this into a much bigger public safety package that they're likely going to be introducing next week. And, we'll definitely let you know when that happens.
Yeah, Griffin, we know there are several other public safety bills moving forward at this point, including some efforts to get tough on fentanyl here.
Yeah, there are, Tessa. I mean, fentanyl is one of the top drug threats in New Mexico, if really not the nation. And this morning, a House committee approved a bill to increase the sentencing for fentanyl trafficking by an extra 3 years, extending the maximum possible sentence up to 12 years. Now, this is something Democrats, Republicans, and the governor are all calling for this year. However, some lawmakers suggested the bill should cover more drugs than just fentanyl. And they also pointed out that the feds already tried this years ago.
At the federal level, we increased minimum sentencing for specifically fentanyl-related charges in 2018, but we haven't seen a reduction in use, which is the ultimate goal, right?
Yeah, we've seen this argument before in the roundhouse where experts argue increasing sentencing doesn't actually result in reduced crime. Still, a group of Republican lawmakers is backing a very similar proposal that would potentially allow for life sentences for fentanyl trafficking, much higher than those 12 years we just told you about. It's not likely that bill is going to make it very far in the roundhouse, but we can tell you the fentanyl conversation is really only just getting started here.